Queen's Councillor Pat Fitzgerald, delighted to have you join me here on the Data Couch. What a day it's been for you, Pat.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, all right. So like the first preference vote maybe could have been a little bit better. But look, when the preferences started to come in, it just made a huge difference. The second preferences kind of brought me into third place, and that was even better than I expected. So look, I'd just like to thank all my election team. I'd like to thank all of the people that voted for me, and really this has made an exceptional day for me. I think I've been elected before, but I think this is probably the most emotional, I would say. And
what makes this year so?
This is my fourth time being elected,
and you know what? It's
I never expected to be, when I got elected first, to be even elected the first time. So look.
And I often think about anyone who puts themselves forward like that, Pat. It's not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to put yourself in the public sphere and make promises and try and do your best for your community. What makes this year so different? Because it is an emotional time, Pat.
I suppose over the last 15 years, I've tried to do the best I could for the community. I wish I could have done more, but you can only achieve so much in local politics, and there's things you can do and there's things you can't do, and the best thing to do, as far as I'm concerned, even for any new candidates coming in, is to kind of concentrate on the things that you can do, because if you take on too much and you don't achieve it, you'll feel yourself that you haven't kind of achieved what you could have achieved, But look, I find that working with the public and trying to deal with the public is something that I enjoy doing, And we have our ups and downs, and we have our little arguments with individuals and things like that. But generally, from time to time, most of the time things work out. We work it out for people where there's no bad blood anywhere along the line, and we just do everything that we possibly can for them, and that's the way that's all you can do.
And is it difficult, Pat, to separate your private life and your personal life with the job? Because you could have all manner of things happening at home and all manner of personal things happening, but you still have to rock up and try your best to deliver the promises that you've made to people.
I don't think you can actually separate your private life from your from your public life. When you're elected, you belong to the public, and you just have to accept that. And really, any day of the year, you can get a call at any time of that day as well. And look, you pick up that phone and you answer it and you do what you can. And if you can do anything, and if you can't do anything, well, then you just have to tell them straight up, look, there's nothing I can do about that. And I think people appreciate the honesty. If you're honest with people and don't try and pretend you can do something that you can't, and that's, you know what I mean, that's what gets you into trouble.
Has this ever happened, Pat?
Not really, no. I don't make promises, to be quite honest with you. No, because I don't make promises, but I have tried to do stuff that obviously that didn't work out. Yeah.
Which you can understand, it happens. You try.
Yeah, but look, if you're in the politics game and you get 50 or 60% of your projects across the line, that's a good result.
That's a win.
That's a win, yeah.
And what stayed with you maybe over the last 4 years or more, Pat? What are you most proud of? Or what do you maybe sometimes kick yourself and think, God, I wish I could have got that?
Well, I was always very passionate about the fishing industry, and I think myself that the decline of the fishing industry has been kind of probably a little bit demoralising for me, and I would like to see that revived. I wouldn't be giving up on it. I still believe that negotiations everything goes around in a circle, and if we can only kind of get our little ports and harbours operational again in the future, that would be a big bonus for me, and to bring employment back into the coastal communities that have lost so much under the present government. under the present system, really is what we're using. Like I said, the European system. Like those little communities have lost so much, and the Irish culture have lost so much because they have lost those communities. Is a big blow to me, actually.
And it's quite a personal endeavour, I can see here, Pat. That is where so much of your life is invested. Yeah. Pat, who's at home? Who's been cheering you on? Who's been your campaign manager, your big heart behind you?
My campaign manager is a man called Conor Donegan. He's a local man from Dunmore East. He's over there. And I tell you one thing, I couldn't have done this without him, because really you need somebody like Conor that's back there, that's back in the background. And really, when you're going through a campaign, and I've been through a few of them now, but when you are going through a campaign, there's times that your head go down. Your head can go down, things can go, things aren't really going our way. What do you reckon? But Conor was always there, and he'd G you up, and and he'd get you going. He says, look, don't worry about it. We'll plough on, and we'll see where we go and how quickly we'll get there.
So he
hopefully
kept your self-belief in yourself going.
Exactly, yeah. And I tell you, I also have to thank my wife Bernadette, who is...
Should have been first, I'd say.
Yeah, probably should have, but I'll leave the best to last. but to be quite honest with you, Bernadette came out and she canvassed with me, and many more of my canvassers came out, and close friends came out with me. And I have 2 grandchildren over there just behind me now as well.
What's their names, Pat? I'm putting you on the spot here now, and there's going to be awful war.
Lucia and Emily. Lucia and Emily, yeah.
Gorgeous names.
Well, that's the 2 Irish grandchildren. I have two more
fabulous.
at the other side. But look, I have to. You kind of think of all of those people that you should be giving more and more time to when you're campaigning as well, and when you're doing public work. But look. From now on, the next week or so, I'll just take a little bit of time and spend it with them, because the last 3 months I've barely seen them.
Of course.
And I would say a lot of my campaign team is the same way, they've barely seen home. And there's people here that know me well. There's people here that don't know me so well, but they all helped, and I'm grateful to them all. And I'm very grateful to the public that actually came out and gave me that strong first preference vote, and enough to get me here today and get me across the line again.
Newly re-elected councillor Pat Fitzgerald, congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks very much. Yeah, thank you.